Welcome back to the Pretty Passionate Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Ruth. Joining me today is my bestie, Jennifer. Say hi to the people.
Hello. Hello, people.
This is the person I was telling you about that I literally spend my whole 40-minute commute just about on in the car talking about Love is Blind and like debating all these couples. So I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring that to the mic and have this debate on one of the best episodes I've seen in a long time, episode 12. Today we are discussing
Oh,
the weddings. There were only three. So we don't have to worry about this taking too long. In the past, I think there's been like six, seven, something like that.
yes, there
Like
has
a
been a lot.
bunch. And they've had to split
A
it
lot.
between, episodes.
Two
So
episodes, right?
yeah, so I like that it's down to three. I like that the crappy couples kind of fell to the wayside before that, you
I have
know?
never seen so many leave in my life. Like,
It's like
I'm just, I'm like,
they
they didn't vet these out very well. I don't know.
I'm these people were like, what I'm not here for is going through the tux with my family and then going to the wedding ceremony and disappointing everyone. It's a horrible thing to do, even if everybody in your life is primed for it and knows like, okay, there's a chance that someone might not say yes. It's still a little traumatic. Like
I feel like this is more realistic, though. Like,
I
this is what would really happen
I
in
think
real
so as well. I think so as well. That's why I like it so
life.
much better. Because in the past they've
Right.
had people break up at the altar, which I was like, oh, stop this. That's
I
so
know. If I was a family member, oh my gosh. I'm flipping tables. I am flipping every table. I'm throwing flowers. There is no way that
and
you
I'm
have me dressed up for this.
right. And coming out here, and I'm like, and some of these family members come from out of town, right? Like they're not
Yeah, they,
all
they fly.
for you to
They're
just,
older. Like, no.
and a lot of the people know they were gonna say no before they get to the altar. That's where I'm like, oh,
Talk
mm-mm.
about it.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
So they spared us that, but I want, do they get to eat the food? Like, there's
I don't
food.
ever even see the food. Like, yeah, I better be able to eat some food if I come all the way out there. They're just
I
gonna starve. You're just gonna starve and just run across grass like miles and then not eat. Where does all the food go?
I mean, have you ever seen like when they show the wedding montage, have we ever seen food at the weddings? Is it like is it a full service menu or are they just passing hors d'oeuvres and getting a couple of shots of the couple dancing?
That's a really good question. You know what? I don't think I've ever actually seen food.
Yeah, like see them sitting at the table cutting into like a chicken marsala. I've never seen it.
No. Have we even ever seen drinks?
Besides what's in those stupid gold cups? No.
What's in those cups? What is in those cups?
Last week I was like, somebody please tell me. I'm sure I could find it on Reddit, right? I'm sure there's a Redditor who's given a thesis on this, but I'm just like, why the cups? Why do they follow
Right.
them everywhere with the cups?
I don't know, but I kind of want those cups. I don't know why.
I do, but then I was like, then you would be a weirdo who has the Love is Blind cups. And I'm not okay with that, you know? Because I feel like anybody who's seen the show would be like, girl, you know, with these stupid cups. But if I see them at your house, I
You
won't
won't
make
see
any
them in my
comments.
house.
I
You
won't say
won't.
anything. I won't say anything. They're cute,
No.
but I do wonder why they have to have them like even when they go to restaurants this season.
That must be their number one sponsor. Whoever makes those cups is the number one sponsor. That's what it is. It has to be.
Yes, but they never said who it is, so they can't let us like go support the sponsor. Like it's weird.
No, because they'll say what it is, because what we'll do is we'll go Google it and then it'll tell us where those cups are from. And then everybody's just gonna be like, oh my God, I found out the
Yeah.
cups.
Yeah.
And they're gonna buy the cups. They're gonna buy these stupid cups.
I feel like they're from Wayfair, just like all the furniture inside
Wait,
of
wait there. You are just what I need. They're definitely on Amazon, so
somewhere.
there's that. I bet you they're
Mm.
Target cups.
I'm gonna do my reunion episode with some gold cups. All right.
We
Well,
should, right?
let's get into it. We are all over the place. We'll start. Okay. I always like to go couple by couple because that's the only logical way to do this.
Who are we starting with
We're
first?
going to start with the first couple to go to the altar, which was Allie and Anton. Okay.
Ugh.
Tell me what your thoughts were on them going into the wedding.
I knew she was not going to say yes
You did?
because I did. Because think about it. Once they hit the apartment and they were living
Mm-hmm.
together,
Mm-hmm.
She was just watching his every move, and
Yeah,
she was counting how many shots he had, how many beers he drank, how many bottles of alcohol. When his friend came over, she was not happy with like anything.
yeah,
And I don't think also that he had the lifestyle that she really thought she wanted,
for
right?
sure. I think that was huge for her. Yeah.
Right, especially okay, so he works overnight and then when he walks in, he has a beer or two. But see, for him,
That's
that's
nighttime.
his exactly, that's his nighttime. That's his little nightcap. He's had a
Mm-hmm.
long day. He's just trying to relax. And she painted him as this alcoholic
Yeah, she
that
really
had
did.
this, right, that had this uncontrollable issue,
Yeah.
which I don't think that was fair.
Yeah, I don't think it was fair only because, you mentioned this too before, like we've never seen him sloshed.
Right.
We've seen plenty of people like that guy Joe
Oh,
when they were in
Joey.
Mexico. Joey
Oh
was
my
three
gosh.
sheets to the wind. We've never seen that from Anton. So I think that's true. And I think it's an unfair characterization of his drinking for us. I mean, maybe it's true. Maybe it's even worse than what we saw on camera, and maybe we'll find out more. But yeah, the only thing that raised a tiny itty bitty like pink flag for me was when she was asking him where that tequila went. They had half a bottle or whatever it was of tequila, and he was just like, tequila what? What tequila? I didn't know. I don't know. I
You
couldn't.
drank the tequila.
He was like, you
You drank
drank
it.
it. And she was like, sir, I couldn't tell if he was being passive aggressive or like he drinks so much, he can't even tell you how much he drank.
I I think he was annoyed. I think that he
Oh,
was just shutting her off and shutting her down. He was
yeah.
at that point like, what reason have I given you
Mm-hmm.
to think that I'm this alcoholic who needs to
Right.
hide drinking? He's like, I like to have a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
And truly, we've seen other people completely trashed,
Oh,
Joe.
yeah.
But um we have not seen him slur his words. We have
Mm-hmm.
not seen him trip. We have not seen him make obnoxious jokes,
Mm-hmm.
raise his voice, treat her any differently.
True.
So I feel like she was attacking him, and then also changing changing up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when he was like, "Well, do you actually come home and like clean up after yourself?" And she's like, "No."
Right.
I was like,
Yes.
"Oh."
And she was on her Cardi B. She was like, I don't cook, I don't clean. Like I
Let me tell you about this dream. And
okay.
her dream was shattered because
Oh,
that was ridiculous. I think she wanted a man that was going to just put her on this pedestal. She was just going to be this princess. She
yeah.
was going to have just money flying from the sky, and she wasn't going to have to do anything.
Yeah, she better be careful what she wishes for though, because people like that, they learn the hard way. I hate to say it because she's a nurse, so there's got to be some compassion in there, but I'm like, maybe her judgment is just being clouded by her life experiences and the fact that she is stunning. There is no
Yes.
denying the girl is beautiful. And yeah, I think she's confusing herself on what she really needs moving forward. Because he even said that he had a real estate company that he was getting off the ground, and he sounded kind of, future minded. He didn't sound like
Right.
a guy who was just like, well, that's what I do. I drive trucks and I don't care. And there is nothing wrong with being a guy who says I drive trucks and I enjoy it and I'm going to do it till I retire. So yeah, I feel like she knew that about him. The truck driving thing was not a surprise. She knew that about him in the pods before she
Mhm.
accepted. And it was very lame of her. Remember that the bachelor party, her friend was like ragging on what he does?
Yes, and that is another portion of the show where I thought, you know what? She has an expectation and he's not meeting that expectation. That's why
Yeah,
I think that she wants money flying from the sky.
yeah.
She wanted a money bag to grab. I don't think she wanted to be a nurse full time because when they
Hmm.
talked about kids, she said that she had certain roles.
True.
So those were the little red flags that popped up for me.
Hmm.
Whereas, he was saying all of the right things. I truly believe that he was really caring and talking about how, if she wants to go to nursing school, how he would be the one to be the provider. He
Yes.
never shied away from that. But
True.
again, yes, she's stunning, but you heard what her mother said, or that she was older and
Mm-hmm.
that something may have been wrong, that she should have been married a long time ago
Right.
because
According to their culture, right? Her mother was
according
like,
to her culture, she was way past the time that she would have been, I would say, sought after in her
mm-hmm.
culture.
Mm-hmm. So that explains a
Mhm.
lot, actually.
A
Like
100%.
in her 30s, maybe she's like past her prime in Brazil. So now she's branching out, but she's also being really picky. So I think this is definitely a case of her being possible, unless she reveals something, like I said, unseen footage of him just being a belligerent drunk and scaring her with his drinking. Like, and she said something about his eating too, that he eats unhealthy. And I was like, can the producers leave him alone? Because they kept showing him snacking.
Did you see when it was at the lunch. I think it was lunch. Well,
Hmm.
one,
Hmm.
why did it take her so long to open that Miracle Whip? She was just pulling a sandwich out of like a Wegmans box. And you would have thought that she had prepared the sandwich and she gave him this sandwich and it looked like it was on a croissant. So why did it sound so crunchy?
I don't.
And
It
did you
made
see
so
him
many crumbs.
hovering over his food? He
Yeah.
was hovering like to eat the sandwich. He was like keeled over.
Yeah.
I just
Oh
thought that
God.
was really funny. Either that sandwich was really, really good or
Or
he was starving to
he
death.
was hungry. She was not feeding him enough. She was like, "You
She
eat too
looked at him
much."
and she said, "There's more over there, hon. There's
Uh-huh.
more if you'd
Uh-huh. I
like."
do remember that. I do remember that. And I was like, he doesn't eat, right? I guess I didn't see they didn't show us like this guy at 2 a.m. just eating a whole bag of flaming hot Cheetos or something. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, I just think she was looking for things, but ultimately it was probably the money because she talked about the ring not being expensive enough. You know, she talked about her be definitely wanting to be a stay-at-home wife, getting her Botox and fillers done regularly. Um,
Yes. He said we
yeah.
have to think about that. We'll have to budget.
And I was like, what do you have to budget? She's been paying for this like this whole time. What do you have to budget now? Like, you know what I mean? I was like,
Right.
I was on her side. I was like, she came into this with this stuff happening already. So she doesn't have to budget anything. This is already part of her life, you know? Um,
Right.
and part of what makes her so attractive to you is the stuff she's been doing. So,
You
yeah.
know what? I think that that could be part of the issue, right? When they
Yeah.
have, these beautiful women and you put them up on a pedestal, but then when you start peeling back the layers and you realize like you peeled back one layer and that's it,
Hmm.
then it becomes the problem, right? Because she's beautiful,
Yeah.
but she's admitted she's a slob. She's not going
Yeah.
to clean
Which
up
is
after herself.
insane because I was like, ew, you're gonna be in a house with this broad and like she's just gonna get undressed and drop her hospital scrubs on the floor and like
That part. That
not
part right there.
like what are we talking about? Why are you not cleaning up? She's like, yeah, I don't clean and literally did not indicate that she plans to change her ways. She was like, no, I don't clean up after myself.
So who's supposed to pick that up? Him?
Well, she doesn't have a maid. I didn't hear her talk about, she has a live-in help who's cleaning up after her.
Exactly.
So you're right that I think there is an element of her beauty is like almost her own worst enemy, where she's got these expectations of what she's supposed to be treated like. And maybe she'll get there. Maybe she'll just find the right guy of a certain age, a certain tax bracket who is just looking for a piece of arm candy.
Right.
Yeah, and she'll get everything that comes along with that too. Because
Exactly. Because truly, what does she bring to the table?
she's a nurse.
She's going to school for a nurse, isn't she?
No, she's working as a nurse right now.
Oh, she is a nurse.
Yeah,
Okay.
she
So
is a nurse. So I'll give her that. She's gainfully employed and she's able to work anywhere. She's on a travel assignment, I think she said, in Denver.
that's right.
So
She's a traveling nurse.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So she's got that, and she wants to go back to school, I guess, to get her like doctorate, her NP or something like that. And she wants
Okay.
to have kids. So there
But
is
then she wants to be a stay-at-home mom. So then she's going to give all of that away. So what are we
right.
doing here?
It didn't. I guess that's like both things are gonna happen. Like she's gonna have the kids, stay at home for a little while, and then eventually go back to school. And either way, it
Mhm.
seems like the point is the earning is gonna be on the man,
Right.
right? Because with
And
both
she's going to just take care of the children, but she doesn't cook. So she's not going to take care of the house all the way. So she's not truly going to play those roles.
Also that, because if you're gonna tell me you don't cook or clean, now we have to what, pay somebody to cook and clean, and so you don't work. So what you doing during the day?
That's what I mean. What are you going to bring to the table?
I
There's goes
mean,
that one peel.
She's gonna be after the kids. That's literally gonna be her thing. Whatever man she marries, get ready to come home to a sink full of dishes, a basket full of laundry, just clothes everywhere. Just ugh.
Ew.
Yeah. Mm.
Ick. What is it? What did they say? That gives me the ick.
It gives me the ick.
Yeah, it totally should have given him the ick.
Yeah. I wonder.
So
I want to hear his thoughts on this because I think he's gonna have more to say at the reunion about how she treated him a little bit.
he's so calm and nice. I
He was
feel
being a
like
gentleman. Yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens at this reunion because I feel like there's a lot that is not being said.
Oh yes, in that couple too. They got engaged quick, so I think like they're just they we didn't get enough time to uncover some of the crazy or something, you know? I loved
Hmm.
his mom. I feel so bad for her that things didn't work out for her baby boy, you
Yeah,
know? I
that was
I,
sad.
I felt bad for her, yeah, because she seemed to really be open to Allie and she just threw the whole thing away, you
But
know?
Allie's friends were just, ugh,
Ew, right? I was like, are and you guys they said they're both getting divorced.
right. And I can see why.
And I was like, and I can see exactly why. I was like,
Exactly. So those might not be the ones that you want to take any advice from.
girls, preach it from the mountaintops. You cannot be taking marriage advice from single people or divorced people.
No,
Like
or unhappy people.
unhappily married. That's why I said
Right.
divorcing people. Because
Yes.
someone, years after their divorce, after they've healed, they may have insights that are very valuable for you, right? And say like, yeah, this is what we screwed up in our marriage that I
Right.
don't want you to do. So I'm not throwing those people's opinion away. But
No.
these people are still in it,
Right.
miserable, fighting over
Terrible.
assets. So, yeah, she should definitely not
There's
take their
nothing they
advice.
have to offer her.
No, no.
No.
I was like, what in the, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So that's them. I feel like there's going to be a lot to come from them at the reunion. I can't wait. I hope
I hope
he
so.
eviscerates her. I was on her side. I was cheering her on, but
Hmm.
she really disappointed me. I said that last week. I said, if they don't get married, I'm like, it'll be her and I'll be
Hmm.
disappointed because she didn't give any indication that anything fair to let him know. I don't think he saw that coming.
I knew it. I knew it. Once she started listening to the couple that had been together for 3 days,
Mm.
3 weeks, but 3 days in my world.
Yeah, they were there for 3 months listening to this hater girlfriend.
Right.
I was
And I
like,
bet you that girlfriend's not even around now.
I
So
guarantee you she's out of the picture because she's already was showing you that she's miserable in the relationship. If you,
100%.
the first time you meet somebody, what you have to say is, they ain't, you know, like,
Hmm.
okay, then
Right.
girl, why did you let him move in with you a month?
Right. Because you're talking about both men and you're like, no, they did this and they did
Yeah.
that.
And they went to the
Ma'am,
strip club. Okay. But
I
then
bet you she
went,
was there with
yeah,
them. I bet you
yeah.
she was there.
Little rug. She's like a little rug, a little pushover. Then like get your man in order. And like,
Right.
okay, but if they did that, yours moved in with you. I don't see no ring on your finger. Mine turned
No.
around and joined an experiment to go find his wife. So
Exactly.
whatever they did in hanging out as single men, Anton is obviously on some different stuff than his buddy.
Yes. And she's very conservative. I just have to add that she's very conservative from what she kind of puts off. I did not
Yeah.
expect that her family doesn't drink at all.
Yeah.
And that's very interesting because I'd like to understand that piece a little bit more too.
I wonder if it's not religious, like very religious or,
Right.
some kind of like Pentecostal or some type of belief where they just real or Mormon even because
Yeah.
those faiths are very heavy in the missionary work in South
But
America.
she drinks.
She does. Hmm. But a lot of Mormons drink, but their family
Right.
members don't and they don't like alcohol is not a thing they're going to do together. Like they're not going to do it in front of their mom even if she does drink with her friends. you know
Hmm.
so maybe that was also part of the factor. I'll give her that like okay, this guy drinks all the time and my family is like religiously anti-alcohol. How will I mesh those two?
And that's fine. However, I think that that should have been a conversation in the pods.
For
If
sure.
that is something that is make or break in a relationship, you definitely should have said that you have a no tolerance
Hmm. You're
for
right.
alcohol.
Yeah, you should have said my religious beliefs are really important. This is an issue. I hope that's okay with you because even in the pods they're drinking,
Right. Out of
right?
those
Those
cups,
gold cups.
those gold cups. Maybe they weren't drinking. Maybe there's
Maybe it's
air in there.
water. Yes. Maybe that's why they keep them because they're
Hmm.
opaque and we can't, then we won't be able to see that it's just water and they're not drinking
Yeah,
nothing.
they're drinking nothing.
Huh.
They're not even thirsty, okay?
That's hilarious. I'm gonna solve the mystery of these daggone gold cups.
What's in the cups?
What's in the cups, guys? So, okay, on to your favorite and my
No, no,
my favorite
no.
my favorite source of frustration. Edmund and
Oh.
KB. Calabria.
Calabria, I love you, Calabria. Girl,
Oh
I
my
love
gosh.
you.
He's
The, m-
oh God.
I'm sorry, but the moment that he would have showed up to my wedding with that pick
In
in
his
his
hair.
hair, you, there would have been a no from me immediately. I would have said, don't walk down this aisle because that
No.
pick alone would have sent me.
A
It would have sent me.
disqualifier. Yeah, you're right. It's a disqualifying factor. I would have been like, can you take anything seriously? Like, I don't care about your little personal style and your little skater community. Like, this is a wedding.
Wait, wait. When he came out trying on the tuxedo and had no shirt on,
I
that was
know.
diabolical.
You know what I said? I really, at first I chuckled and then I was like, oh no, when has he ever worn a tux in his life? Like, maybe this is just,
Oh
you
my
know what I
gosh.
mean? He's never been
There
to a formal,
was
when has he been to a formal event, to that requires a tux? So then I felt bad for laughing, but yeah.
why? Why? He put a vest on with his little bird chest in a formal tuxedo in
Yeah.
front of people. No,
Yeah.
no.
Bless his
If you
heart.
can't figure that out, maybe you should not be married.
I definitely think, listen, that gets to the crux of the point I'm going to say about Edmund is that at his core, I do not think he's a bad person. I do not think that he didn't intend to be married. And I feel like he took this whole thing very seriously. But I don't think he's ready to be someone's husband, like
He is a
anybody's
giant
husband.
man child, a
Yeah.
giant man
Yeah.
child.
He's a bit of a baby. And it's part of, I guess, what people in his circle may find endearing about his personality, but it's also the kind of thing that will drive a wife insane.
Well, I can just tell you that for me, do you remember the conversation
Hmm.
a couple episodes back where they were talking and she was saying, she was giving the scenario of how he can protect her.
Right.
And she said, well, what if this man is like grabbing my arm and he's
Hmm.
doing,
And
and
he was like,
oh,
nah.
baby, he was like, no,
Mm,
no, I
mm-mm.
will run the other direction.
Yeah, he said, I can't help you there. He specifically said he would call security,
He did. And
which
he summoned security.
security.
Oh my gosh. At that point,
Yeah.
I knew.
I felt, when I quit him as far as being an appropriate match for her and a man for her, I
I can
quit
tell you when.
when,
Do you want me to tell you when?
when.
Okay, let me see how well I know you, maybe. Okay.
Okay.
And if it's wrong, don't tell anybody that I don't know you that well.
Okay.
But when he started crying over the you know what,
Yes.
when he wasn't not getting
When he
anything,
wasn't getting any, I would have been like, okay, security, I'm not sleeping in the bed with this man.
you know, the moment he,
She
at
was
first I thought he was joking.
like, me
He
too.
bubbled over in full on toddler tears.
Like
I said,
tantrum.
no,
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 no. I said,
no.
no, girlfriend. The way that she just, pulled the covers, took off her glasses. She pulled the covers and just like rolled over. I would not be able to sleep next to this man. I would
I
be
would have pulled the
so
covers
uncomfortable.
over my head and hoped that I could disappear.
Girl, no, I would have been like, producers, I need a separate room from this psycho. I'm finished. This is nuts. I won't be in a bed. Like, cause how do you know I'm sleeping next to you? You might wake up and find him doing like for me,
Oh
that was
my
it.
gosh.
You have to show me you're crazy just the one time, maybe a fraction of one time. And I'm like, oh, okay, goodbye. Yeah. So,
I
yep, that was it for
I can't
me.
get over that either. I could not
And
get
I
over
tried
that.
so hard to rock with it. And I was like, okay, she's made peace with it, I guess.
I kind of got lost too at the beginning when they met. for the first time and he did that high knee run, I was through then. I was too through then. At that point, I was like, if you talk about somebody giving you the ick and a turn off,
Yeah.
those three things together, I would have never made it to the altar. Never.
Never. And what we know, and this is what I kept saying, I was like, okay, Calabria is like giving him chance after chance, so much rope. And we know that like that social worker part of her, I know was
That part.
trying, yep, she was trying to be there for him and not abandon him. And it's that carer
Hmm.
personality that causes women to, I think women like nurses or women like social workers put up with too much in relationships way more than they should. I just think it's like a no-brainer.
Yeah, I think that she wanted a project. That was a
Hmm.
project. I
Yeah.
mean,
Even
she
if she
needed to
didn't
build
want
a
it, like
house.
her personality is built around, having that.
And she probably psychoanalyzed everything. She probably tried to go through the childhood. She probably tried to go through and I don't want to say make excuses for his behavior, but
Yeah.
I think she did try to justify his behavior because
Yep.
he is a sweet, nice person.
Yes. He's very
I,
earnest.
yes, I truly believe that his heart is so big
Hmm.
and so sweet and he's so caring and that what he went through has shaped who he is. And did I want him to get abandoned? Absolutely not. But
No.
did I think she was fooling herself? 100%, like
Yeah.
110%.
Yeah. About how much progress he was going to be able to make in this situation. Right?
Right. I think he just had too much growing to do, and
Yeah.
their maturity level wasn't there. There was a
Mm-mm.
disconnect,
Mm-mm.
and I really think that there was this one turning point. Hmm, when she
What?
came out of her mouth and said,
Oh,
called him the bee.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I said, there's no way he's going to be able to handle her
Yep.
in real life.
In real
There's
life,
no way.
she's gonna run over him and he will be miserable and he will be probably resentful, like day two of their marriage.
I
And
thought he was going to jump off the cliff.
I thought he was going to like, I was worried he was gonna attack her because he
I
got real upset and I was like,
rewound
ah,
that part. I rewound it three times because I said, did she say that? Did
yep,
she do it?
she
Did
sure
she do
did.
it? And she did it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. She sure did. And and I appreciate her apologizing and owning that it wasn't right for her to say that to him. That she was, that she was, you are so stupid. You're like, but wasn't it though? Hold on.
I mean, let's be real. Is she going to make it through marriage just being so peaceful? I doubt it.
No, I mean, this was her true authentic self. I mean, I know
Hmm.
she said the thing of like, you made me come out of my character, but I don't think anyone can like make you reach deep down and pull the B word towards your partner out of you if it's just not there. I just don't think that's true.
I don't know. It rolled off of her tongue really quickly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And like he walked away. So I do commend him for not escalating
Engaging.
the conflict. Yeah. So clearly he's not incapable of managing conflict, but I felt like she kept stuffing it down and trying to, but I can fix him, even though she literally
Hmm.
acknowledges at one point, she's like, I do have a tendency to be with people's potential and not like who they are right then and there.
Right. She said potential has gotten her heart broken before.
Yes,
100%.
yes. So it's a sad, and then I always keep saying it's sad because of his background, his life. I mean, like,
Right.
we saw his mom.
I was confused.
She was
That's all I'm
not,
going to say.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We
I
should
was,
leave that one alone. I don't
I,
know.
I was confused as well. And I felt like there's no way that, he's not still grappling with what he went through. And I don't know that his work is finished there. That's all I'm
Right.
saying. And I
I
think
don't, I
if
don't
he,
know.
you know what I mean? Like I don't know
Yeah.
what the end point is for that level of trauma. I don't know what the end point is, but I feel like there's a point
Yeah.
beyond this that he gets to where he's more prepared for marriage. He wants marriage. He probably needs to find somebody to
Right.
have a family. The poor guy has never had a real family.
Yeah, so that is the part that I wanted to
Yeah.
happen, right?
Mhm.
But it will
Mhm.
happen. I do believe it will happen.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
just think that that was a little bit of a mismatch. But what I can say is that I do not like how she got all the way to the altar and said all of these nice things
Right.
and then flipped the script like that. Like, come
I
on.
I don't like it. I don't like don't tell me you needed to get to the altar to figure it out. That's a crazy thing for me to have to believe, and you too, having done it. Like, I don't understand what you're talking
Right.
about.
No,
But
because even right before, even when he said yes, and she started saying again, or this may have been right before it, but she was talking about how great he is and how much she loves him and all of these things and calling him baby and all these endearing things
yes,
just to snatch the rug from under him. I think that was
I thought it was
so
cruel.
heartless.
Yeah,
That
I
was
thought it was a little
heartless,
cruel. I thought it was cruel.
especially when you know how sensitive he is.
He is sensitive, and you know that this is like obviously it's not the only reason he wants to get married, but him getting married is him trying to heal his inner child in some way.
Yeah, I feel like she kind of broke him. You know,
Yeah, I'm worried that he's not gonna get over this because he was
no.
remember oh, and by the way, I don't want to forget to talk about his teacher because shout
Oh,
out to all
yeah.
the teachers who are like Miss Jessie in his life.
Miss
Oh
Jessie was sweet.
my
Miss
Lord.
Jessie showed up.
She showed up and showed out for the teachers of America, child. She was like,
Yes.
I was blown away by her compassion, her kindness, her love for him. Like
Mm-hmm.
the
And
fact
saying
that
that she'll always be there. Like,
yes, and clearly because she's probably still on the East Coast. She said I think she indicated that she traveled to come to his wedding, and just the way
too
that
bad he couldn't marry Miss Jessie. Too bad Miss Jessie's
I
not,
know.
you know.
She's probably happily married and has kids. I think her husband was next to her, or some her man was there.
I know. We need a Miss Jessie 2.0 for him.
We need Miss Jessie to help him find somebody.
Right.
Mm,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know. That was a lot because even when he like you could tell he was internalizing everything because he started to growl. He
Yes.
growled. He
Yes.
growled
And
at the altar.
didn't he do the thing like when you know what I mean? He did some of
Yes.
that and I just said, "Oh gosh, he's really taking this really hard. This is not your average breakup." Like,
I did think he was going to have the toddler like jump in the air, like stomping. I did. I
yeah.
thought it was going to happen. When he
Yeah.
turned, I thought he was going to do it.
And I didn't like her kind of handling him after. I wanted her to walk
I
away.
know.
I didn't like
Yes,
her
leave him
grabbing
alone.
his face and trying to
Right.
coddle him. Leave him alone. Yeah, I felt like
Yes.
walk away.
Now
You
you're
don't
confusing him
now you're confusing him and you're continuing to tell him he's
because you're
stupid.
confusing me because I was confused.
Because all this
I
stuff
was
she's
like,
saying and all this stuff existed before you got here.
all of it and then some.
Nothing was revealed in the last 5 minutes. So,
No.
and I feel like
I
the
hated
worst
it.
of
I'm
it,
not going to lie. I hated
no,
it.
it was painful to watch because I think we all have feel a way about Edmund. I feel like we all feel a way about him as far as he's a nice guy and we want to see him happy. We
Yes.
just know he is not right with KB. That's not a good relationship.
No. No, I don't think so.
Yeah. I definitely when it comes to Edmund, I'm not interested in watching him get hurt on TV. I think that was
No. That was
it
cruel. That was
it,
cruel and unusual punishment. Like, I
it
feel
felt
like
cruel.
that was really cruel. And I just think, too, as a social worker, she should have thought this through a little bit more. Like,
Yeah.
I would have hoped that she would have had this conversation before he was truly embarrassed in front of everyone that came.
Yes, and the fact that he was so excited for his friends and Miss Jessie, his found family to be there. Yeah. I really
But
think
there's something else because
what
remember, she kept saying, so I think this will come out of the reunion too. She kept saying, as soon as the cameras turn on, you're somebody else.
she did
S-
say
So there
that.
might be something we don't know.
I let me tell you something right now, Jennifer. I hope that's the case because I have liked her so much this
Right.
season. I, I really liked her evenness. She seems so sweet, so kind, so
Hmm.
loving. Just that
Yep.
sweet brown sugar type of sister. Like I really like her and enjoyed her. And I appreciated her giving him a real chance, right? So
Hmm.
it hurt me this past episode because I was just like, well, I thought she was nice. Like
I know.
I thought she was kind. And that
I
wasn't a
I
kind thing to
truly
do.
thought that she loved him to the core. Like I
Right.
did. She had me fooled. I thought she
She
loved him
said it. She said that.
through.
She said
She
that.
did.
She said the reason I'm still here is because I love you. I am in love with you.
But you know what? I felt that because all of the things that he did
Hmm.
that made me not love
Run,
him,
emotionally run for the hills.
yes, are all of the things that she accepted and said,
Yeah.
there's more to him
Yeah.
than these things. So
Yeah.
here I am thinking I'm so shallow because I'm like, oh no,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Hmm.
No, we will not. We're out of here. That
Yeah.
flowered shirt has to go.
Yeah.
All those things where I'm just like, no, no.
Yeah.
She was truly, I felt like she was truly digging into his soul. And
Yeah.
I thought that that is what she was going to go for, but I don't think she was attracted to him either. I'm sorry, I don't.
Yeah, there is that question because they never probably did get it on.
Did they even kiss? Like, did they actually
They did
kiss?
kiss.
And like, what kind of kiss? Like church kiss or like,
I
because I didn't see a kiss kiss.
didn't they kiss at the reveal and then in Mexico a couple times?
Everybody awkwardly kissed at the reveal.
Okay, but I'm saying, yeah, I mean, she would give him like the little hello and goodbye kisses, I think. But did we
Oh
ever
yeah, the
see?
ones I give to my 9-year-old son.
You're
Sure.
so stupid.
Listen, my
But did
9-year-old son's kisses have more passion than those
you're
kisses that I saw. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I will say, unlike all the other couples, even the ones who were ultimately doomed, we never saw them like making out passionately.
Well,
We never saw KB. I'm
Joey,
saying we never saw KB and Edmund making out.
no.
All the other couples, we saw them heavy,
Oh yeah,
hot and heavy
100%.
kissing. Yeah.
I didn't even see them cuddle in bed. Like there was no like side cuddle. There was n none of that.
I guess we never saw
So
that either. Yeah.
no, like there wasn't anything intimate because you don't have to have, what, in order to show that intimacy and that connection. I didn't see any of it.
Yeah. I didn't either. I didn't feel any fire.
No, and
I felt his attraction for her, but I did not
yeah,
feel her attraction for him.
no, and I think she was lying about she wanted to wait till marriage. I think it was because she knew she wasn't fully invested and attracted to him.
Yeah. And I mean, in hindsight, that I think that was the right thing to do because these
Right.
people they get to Mexico, they get to the apartments, and they're sleeping with each other left and right and confusing things because that's I think what happened with Joe and Madison, side note, that Madison is sitting there
Yes.
confused and he's just like running out of the tuck shop because he was never attracted to her. He said he didn't like thick girls or whatever. He said he didn't like her body
Oh.
type. Yet you can't keep your hands off of her. She's telling her friends it's the best sex she's ever had in her life, that
Mhm.
he won't keep his hands off of her and then he's turning around and being like, "Yeah, I can't do this." And then even when she's asking him what is wrong, he's like, "It's just not right. It's just not right." Like,
Maybe he just got turned off that first time that she tripped
"Oh my
when she
God,
was
you're the
then she
worst."
tripped and then she fell into the pool.
I
Oh
Did she
gosh.
fall into the pool?
No, it was a really deep step that she kind of
Uh
missed as she was trying to be
Well,
cute
she
and
said her vision gets worse at night, and I was like,
oh,
"Girl,
that was her vision. I forgot about that. Okay, I'm sorry. I was
yeah,
just thinking about her being just
just
clumsy.
clumsy." Yeah, you forget because
Yes.
I mean, honestly, to her credit, I forgot a couple times too because to her credit, she doesn't wear it on her sleeve. She's not constantly talking
Right.
about it, reminding us in storyline what's at stake. So yeah, I
Right.
forgot about it. I was reminded when her mother brought it up at their meeting. And I was
Yes.
like, oh, he's definitely leaving her, but this sucks even more because I forgot about that. Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot. It's a heavy cross to bear for the
Hmm.
person and then for someone else when you're just meeting someone this quickly as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. To
It is.
be
It's heavy.
talking about a future like that. It's heavy, but he also was given ample notice and opportunity to,
Yes.
you know, for what it's worth. But yeah,
I mean,
in summary, I don't think if you don't think it's 100% for you on the attraction front, I think you should lay off the physical and just give it a go, get to know each
can I
other.
just talk about Joe real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm so sorry, but
That's okay.
I would have left her
Yeah.
the night that he just got a little bit too intoxicated and she
Mm-hmm.
came back in the room and
Mm-hmm.
was just
Bawling.
on his top.
Yeah.
You're scaring me. He's literally sleeping. He's trying to sleep off a hangover.
That
I'm
dude
sorry.
got blackout drunk at that party because he's not happy. I think this is all
Right.
a symptom of the same disease. He's not happy. He's at this party with her. He's seeing these other people that maybe he finds more attractive. Like he might have been more into Sparkle Megan. You know, she might have been
Oh,
more.
Sparkle Megan.
Sparkle Megan might have been more his physical, body type that he's into. And he just drank himself into oblivion and had to go lay down. And she's like,
Right.
and he's incoherent because he's still drunk. And she's acting like, and I thought, I was like, maybe he even took something else. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they have on them,
He
but
literally woke up startled, cross-eyed and all.
he was like,
And
huh?
she is just like, "What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You're not acting right." He's like, "Oh my gosh, let me sleep." He should have thrown up on her right then and there. He just should have thrown up on her.
You know what? As far as his like admitting that he's not into her and then drinking because he's so bummed about it, I feel like, you know what? If there was a time where he could have broken up with her and probably a lot of us would not have blamed him, that would have been it.
It should have been then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people would have been like, yeah, that was annoying. Okay, I don't
But
blame him.
she was so annoyed. She annoyed me.
The going outside and crying was a bridge too far for me. You know how I am. I don't like people.
She acted like she acted like he just tripped and banged his head or turned into a bro and was like, "Come at me." Like that's what she acted like happened.
She
She
acted
really
like
acted like he had attacked her.
right. Or she walked in and found him on the floor in like a pool of his own, blood and just,
Right.
oh
Like,
my God. Yeah.
right. I was like, have you never seen anybody drink a little bit too much and just need to sleep it off? And then when you wake up someone who is in a drunken stupor like
Right.
that,
They take a
I could
minute.
imagine the spinning that his
Yeah.
head was going in, then hearing her voice, and then
And being like,
that,
where am I?
right. And then having the same thing being heard. He probably thought he had taken something else too at that
Yeah.
point. He's probably like, what did I take? What
Oh
happened?
my God.
Why
Where
are you
am I?
bothering me?
Whose room is this?
Right. I would have ran away. If I were him, I would have ran. I would have
Yeah.
ran away. I'm like,
I
no.
think I think that would have been a much better time than getting all the way back and continue to sleep with her and through the tux point was really just really whack and it didn't give her enough explanation. She
He
didn't
almost
get
combusted. He
he
literally almost imploded.
he was like, I gotta get off of this couch. Ah,
He he was gonna attack the cameraman.
for
He's
real.
like, stop the tape right
He's
now.
like,
I
I
gotta go.
can't do this. I
Wait,
need
but he left his friend. How you gonna leave your friend? How you gonna leave
that
your
was
boy
my
there?
thing. That's why I knew he was freaked out because he bounced on his friends. It was two of them
No,
there.
his
And
boy
they
was
went
looking
up
out the window. Like, is he in his truck?
like
He's in his truck.
yeah, he's in his truck. Like he just left. This dude just left us.
Yo,
Like
could
what?
you imagine? If you left me, I would kill you.
I'd be texting you furiously. Like, girl,
I would run after the truck.
I'm going to get you. Like I know where you're going and it's gonna be a problem.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so that
Yeah.
was tragic.
It was. It
This
was.
is a
And
tragic season. I'm not gonna
honestly,
lie.
it's a season with very little joy. No joy. No joy. None joy.
There's there's a
No,
lot
we've not had a season where not one couple makes it to the end.
talk about it. This I feel like there should have been a an emotional and mental evaluation
Yeah.
before any of these couples came on because they just blew this whole season.
It's crazy.
Nobody got any cake. There's no cake.
It was insane. I didn't see that coming. I really thought we had at least one and possibly two. Speaking of,
Mm.
Sparkle Megan.
Well, Sparkle Megan.
Sparkle Megan!
Listen,
I
Sparkle
came around
Megan.
on her. I came around on her. Initially, she made me roll my eyes a lot, but eventually I came to at least understand her a little better.
Listen, Sparkle Megan has made a way for herself. Sparkle Megan has it
Period.
going all the way on. I think Sparkle Megan was trying to dig really, really deep and
Mm.
and really find just love, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Real
I do
love.
think she found the real love, but she found the unavailable real love because that love was taken by someone who loved their son so much, which is
Mm-hmm.
fantastic. But it
Right.
didn't go along with what she needed now. Because I
Right.
don't want to marry anybody either that I'm still going to have to do all of the things
Mm-hmm.
by myself.
Right. He's like, I'm
Oh,
not gonna hold you back. And it's like, well, I didn't get married so I can travel the world by myself. I got married so you can join me doing all these amazing things. But he also on his side has a great reason to not, be able to do that. And would you want to be with a man who's like, yeah, I don't need that kid. Let's go to freaking wherever. Let's go to Italy. Let's go to that wedding. Like, I mean, he doesn't have him full time. That was the only thing that I wanted to scream at the television at one point was like, he does share custody with the child's mother. So there will be weekends that Jordan is available to travel, but I think for her it's more so the spontaneity that she's looking for. Like
yeah.
she wants to be a dual income, no kids type of household first, and then I think ideally
Right.
that, yeah, I think that would be the ideal thing for her. We're flush with cash, no kids, no responsibilities. We want to go to, Europe. We want to hit the Amalfi Coast for yeah, just on the spur of a moment. Let's do it and have the money and the schedule open to do so.
I get it. I
Yeah,
get it. Who wants to work that hard and then you can't enjoy it?
exactly. It sounds like she
You know,
made some great decisions in her career, and I don't think
she
she should be
did.
punished for it.
And I think she was really trying. I think
Hmm.
she was, but I think she underestimated what the actual,
Yeah,
I would say, what the actual relationship would look like with all of the responsibilities, right? And
yeah.
I think she jumped into it way too quick. She kept saying, you know, I want to do all this for, I forgot what her,
Luca.
Luca, yes.
Hmm.
I want to be a stepmom to Luca. I would have been like,
Hmm.
hold on.
Yeah.
It's only been 2 weeks. He has a mother. She's not dead.
I said that at one point. I was like,
Like,
she's talking like someone who's replacing a dead mother.
right. I feel like she was trying to jump into this character that she was not and that she didn't even have to do.
No,
Um,
because the boy's
Too
mother is alive
fast,
and
too
well.
quick. Right.
Yeah.
And I just am very sensitive that when kids are involved, you really have to evaluate this before you go and you meet kids and you do all this. And I didn't like the fact that they were like, oh, well, Luca was cuddling with her. Don't
Hmm.
cuddle with my child.
Like what?
Don't cuddle with my child after you met them for 24 hours. Do
I
not.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. And I'm gonna go even further and say I honestly don't think they should allow people with children on the show.
Oh, well,
Well,
that's
only
interesting.
because I feel very strongly. I agree with everything you've said, a
I
thousand
know.
percent. And
That's why I
no
said I never thought
man,
about
you
that.
know what I mean? If I'm single, or
Right.
if you're single and you're dating, no man is meeting my children before like 3 to 6 solid months. It's got to be 6 solid
Yes.
months. I don't want
I
you to
have
meet
to
them.
say I agree. I
Yeah, we
have to
have
say
to
I
be
agree. I
on
didn't even
a
think about that.
solid track because guess what happened? Soon as they broke up, what was the first thing he said? I wish I never introduced her to Luca. And I was like, because you shouldn't have.
Never should have. No.
No, it was too
No.
soon. Like,
Right.
and I know she was giving assurances, but I do think she was wholeheartedly trying to be different, trying to step
Right.
into that stepmom role with all the gusto. And she felt like she was getting all those signs from her dad from beyond about the diabetes.
I know.
And I really felt for her. And I was like, she's definitely comes from one of those, families that really, looks for that kind of thing. And so I could see why she felt that way. But
Hmm.
I thought they jumped the gun on meeting
Yeah.
the boy, and I think like he's 5. Like this is not a teenager. You know what I mean? He's 5.
Hmm.
If daddy actually gets married, we can meet his wife after. I'm sorry.
A
Like,
100%. It's not going to make a difference.
but back to my original point, it is a little shocking for a kid to come home and daddy's married. So that's or mommy's married.
Hmm.
So for that reason, I don't think it's a healthy thing, the experiment for a child to be exposed to.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It's barely healthy for them to be exposed to.
Right. And they have to like imagine like now this person who's perfectly eligible and a lovely person, right, has
Hmm.
to go into this gauntlet with this um this thing they have to admit early on, right in the middle, right in the beginning of the conversation. Chemistry is being established. Oh, I'm a dad. Oh, I'm a
Yeah.
mom. See
Hmm.
how that person responds to it, deal with the possible rejection. And I know that's on a micro scale what they deal with in real life, but I think people in
Right.
the real world get to know a little bit more about them first before they have to tell them I'm a mom or I'm a dad. And I don't know. The two people who have come on that have had kids
Hmm.
that admitted, because there were some people who had kids that did not admit it, but the
I
two
was gonna
people,
say you don't always have to say it.
yeah, there's some
Not at
people
first.
who were definitely scrubbed their Instagram of their children and then came on the show, but
Oh,
like
that's tragic.
the girl, she was beautiful. What was her name? Jessica or
Oh
something?
yeah,
Remember her?
Jessica.
Yeah, she
Yes,
had
I
a
do.
daughter, and it was like it was heartfelt, and I could tell like, you know, she was a lovely person, and
Yeah.
I wished it would have worked out, but there was a part of me that thought the stakes are too high when there's a child. And I
Yes.
thought it a little bit then, but with Luca now seeing it with a man with a child, it's like it doesn't make any, it's not good. It's not good.
And you have the child and he has diabetes. Like there's a lot of other things that go into this, right?
Yeah.
So now she's getting triggered by the pumps and
Yes.
thinking that this is a sign because her dad had this. But I also, a piece of me wonders, like, okay, do you want to go through this again
Right.
with someone that is not, I mean, I'm going to be 100% honest, it's not your child,
It's not your child.
right?
Hmm.
So now you're going to go through this again and you're trying to jump into this, this spot where, um, it's not your place. You're trying to be a mother, you're trying to be a stepmother, and none of these things have to happen for you. I think
No,
she kind of overshot.
for sure. For sure.
She overshot what was really happening. And I think in the end, when she broke down and was like, I don't even know even if I even should be a mother after
Hmm.
this.
Hmm.
Because
That
she
was
probably
sad.
did feel so bad
I
that,
know. And I felt so
these,
bad for her when she said that. Because I was like, no,
I know.
Megan, that's not what this means. This means that you are not ready to be a stepmom right now, which is a totally
Right.
different thing, in my opinion.
And I think that, I do still think that she had a good heart. I
Yes,
do. I
I do.
truly believe
I
that
do.
because
I really
she
like her.
really was, I do. Yeah. And she did not care about the money. She just wanted someone to be her person. And she wanted all of the love.
Hmm.
And she decided to be with someone where she saw he gave all of his love to his son, which is
Hmm.
admirable, right?
It
You want a
was.
man like that.
Yeah, it makes him like
And
clearly a good man. This is a good guy.
she showed, and he showed 100% that that's who he was when he said, I'm not that person. I am a father first.
Hmm.
So good for him
Yeah.
because he could have chased sparkles and shimmers and shines and knowing that he could have had this sugar mama. He could have had this sugar mama
Yeah.
and probably didn't even have to work the way she was talking about $2 million houses for three people. I mean,
Yeah.
he was like, there's so many rooms in here. What are we doing?
Yeah, like
Why?
what are we doing? But
Yeah.
she's got it like that. And I guess the other part of it, inevitably, the economics probably would have caught up to them because,
Yep.
in my experience, men don't over time do well when the woman is the primary breadwinner. They struggle with it.
Man is
And
still going to be a man. Right.
yeah. And he showed signs of that last conversation they had where he was just like, I don't want to talk about work. I don't want to talk about anything. I just want my quiet time. And I was like, what did he get on his phone? Because he was looking at his phone and then he started to get annoyed with her, trying to talk to him. And I was just like,
Hmm.
this is going to be a theme that repeats itself. I still
But
thought
we
they might
missed
get
something.
married, but
We missed something,
we
right? There's
did.
something that was going on there because
We
it
did.
all of a sudden cut and then it was like this weird silence between the two of them.
Yes.
And then it was like, why don't you talk to me? You just shut down.
Right.
And then that's when he clipped to that. And what was he looking at on his phone? What was he looking at?
You know
It
what
was
I surmised? I thought, okay, maybe it was like a medical bill or something that came or something I feel like it was like an unexpected expense maybe popped up on his email and he was just sitting there trying to think about like how am I going to pay for this? And then she's busy prattling on about going to
prattling.
to Italy to Lake Como, you know what I mean? And he's just like this, like she doesn't get it. Like we are on two different planets because right after that, he was like, "This isn't the pods." He told her, "We're in two different
Yeah.
boats. Your boat is bigger than mine." Like I feel like that did play a huge role, I think, in her ultimately making the decision that they were not right for each other.
Yeah, I think he got to his breaking point there. I
Yeah.
think, you know, just understanding like also for him, now you're going to have, this wife that's going to be gallivanting
Mm-hmm.
across the world with her friends and, leaving you and just showing up when she's back and when
Mm-hmm.
she's available. And then
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think that dynamic was going to work. I don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At
I
the
agree.
beginning, I felt like, oh, this is so cute. This is so sweet,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and Luca could have whatever he wanted, right? But it wasn't love is blind for the children, right? It
Mm-hmm.
was not about the children. It was about them connecting.
Yeah.
But remember, who was it? Was it Mike? Was that his
That
name?
was the guy from the pods.
Mike called it.
He
Mike
did.
said, "You will see."
He's like, this will the you like when the shine and the luster wears off.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
You'll
to me, she's clearly more compatible with someone like Mike.
I definitely thought it from the first time that they met, but I loved how she stood firm. She stood firm in that and
Same.
said,
Honestly,
"Absolutely not."
that is when Sparkle Megan converted me. I was on the fence about her the whole time. And when she sat there and said, "No, I'm happy," and looked him dead in his
Yep.
eye and was like,
Yep.
"I
She
am
said, "My man,
happy.
my man, my
My
man."
man, my man, my man." That's when I was like, slow clap, mama, slow clap. You did
I
great.
know.
Yeah.
I did think that of everyone that they were going to make it. I
Yeah.
did. I
Yeah.
really did.
I did think they had a very good shot. And I also thought she's going to take so seriously the meeting of Luca. She's not going to play around. I feel like if she gets to the point where they actually sit down and meet, she knows
Hmm.
that she's moving forward with it.
Right.
So we have to
Well,
assume that she really
something
wrestled.
happened.
Yeah, she wrestled with this. She wrestled.
Yes. And I'm just glad that that did not make it to the altar
Yeah.
because that,
Oh,
Luca,
girl.
Luca would have been there, first of all.
Maybe.
And I feel like Luca would have been there, like for this, because as much as he loves his son, I feel like if that was the decision that they were going to make and,
Yeah.
all of these signs aligned, he would
Yeah.
have been there and it would have been tragic. And I'm so glad that the
Same.
producers made sure that that did not happen. I don't know how, but I think that that
I
was a
think
very smart move.
I don't think it was the producers. I think Megan woke up and was like, "I'm not doing this. I'm not going to the wedding venue." And
Right.
that's why they were both on the couch just crying, like, because this was. And
I think they
I,
knew it though. I
yeah,
think they knew it.
and I appreciate, yeah, them being allowed to play this out in a real way and not have it be this excessively produced thing where she goes through and sitting with her friends and family and I love him and he's the one I think and all this crap and stuffing down all these real emotions and then saying no. Like I
You
just
know.
this works
Hmm.
out so much better for me even though it's depressing that we didn't get any like couples out of it. I still think this was probably one of the realest seasons they've had.
You know what? I am so happy that she did not say because this would have just thrown me.
Hmm.
If she would have said, I will always be in Luca's life no matter what.
Oh
If we're
girl.
not together, girl, I would have
Mm-mm.
threw my TV. I
Mm-mm.
would have shut it down. I would have never watched Love is Blind again. I am
That
so happy she didn't do it.
That's why I appreciated her. In the end, she was like, maybe I'm not even fit to be a mom. Like, I got some stuff to figure out. So, y'all have a good life now. You
I
hear?
know. Yeah. I
Well,
mean, that was
so
tough.
on that note, okay. So we had these three busts for weddings, right? And
Lost.
then
Yeah,
it was
they
a womp womp.
this was shenanigans. Pure shenanigans. This I
But
was not
very
expecting this.
entertaining, right?
Good job, Love is Blind. Good
Good
job.
job. I was like, you know what? After 9 seasons, you can't accuse them of being stale. You know what I mean?
No.
Because there was a point, maybe season 5, 6, or whatever, that it was getting a little stale, a little dry.
Oh yeah.
And some of the castmates' drama was keeping it afloat, but the concept was getting a little dry. And I love that this season kind of turned it on its head. That like, no, you can watch all these people go through this, and nobody gets married.
Right.
Yeah,
I liked the ghosting aspect, like people just disappeared. That was hilarious.
I know. And I was like, they didn't have to do them like that. They did not have to go have them go in the pod and be like, hello, hello, hello. They could
No,
have just told them
it
outside.
happened like more than once. I was dead.
I
I was so
died.
dead. I was thrilled. I was not, I'm telling you, I was kind of thrilled about it. I was like, oh my gosh. Because I'm
Yeah.
sitting here like,
I was
where
like,
are
what?
they?
No. Are they allowed to do that?
Right. I was like, wait, you can't do that. Are they
Or
going to
can they?
walk like the halls with the camera? What are we doing? Are we going to
Are we
find
gonna
them?
watch them
Is
escape the
someone
building, like
right?
child,
Oh
child.
my
Uh,
gosh. But then also, yes, because it started to become predictable because you knew that, okay, if the first wedding was a no, you knew the second one was a yes. And then the
yes.
third one was going to be a no. And then the last
Yes.
one, you don't know what's going to
Right.
happen. But it happened to always have like two.
Yep.
And it happened to always have four couples.
Yeah.
So this one did switch it up a little bit. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it felt really much more real in that. And especially the people, I really appreciated the people who got as far as the apartments, but then didn't make it to the altar. Like those
Right.
people added a layer to me that I think will propel this series forward.
Yes.
That you don't know what to expect. Even if they seem like the perfect couple, they might not even make it to the altar.
Well, we knew Nick and
Ugh,
whatever her name is was not the perfect couple.
girl, don't get me started about Nick. What
You
a
do everything. You do everything. I wanted her to pick up her pieces of
I
her whole
know.
soul and stop begging for this
Girl,
man.
I wanted her to someone to shake her, She needed like a girlfriend nearby to be like, "Girl, what's the matter with you?
Right.
Get
Someone
your
should have
stuff. Let's
given
go."
her life back because the way she started melting and begging and pleading
And
with
mind
this
you,
man,
did you notice how his bags were neatly packed by the door?
he was gone.
He
He was gone before he got there.
Yeah, he sat down for that conversation with her and his bags were already packed.
Well, I mean, I can't blame him because the conversation prior to that, when
It
she was
was
like, Do you
stupid.
love me? You
Yeah.
love me? You don't love me. Do you love me?
He
Say you
doesn't
love
love
me.
me.
Will you love me? He was like, I do love you. No, you don't love me. I just said I do love you, but you didn't mean it. He was done. His soul left his eyes. I saw it fly out of his body because I was like, she's a psychopath right now. You better run because she's spiraling out
Yeah.
of control.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't do it. Don't
I
kiss
did
her. Don't hug
say
her right now. Something's gonna happen. It's
I
not gonna be good.
definitely said, like, well, she was drunk having that conversation with him. That was the aftermath of that little rodeo party. But I will say, I said from Mexico, she's extremely needy and she doesn't know she's a needy person. And
Right.
that's a recipe for disaster with a stoic person like that. And a lot of people were reading him as like very fake. And I didn't. I didn't agree with them until we went to his little cabin in the woods, and then I was like, "Oh no, this is he put this on. This is crazy." This looks like an
I hated his
Airbnb.
cabin.
It was
I hated
terrible.
his
It looked
cabin.
like an Airbnb. Like it looked like it was waiting for a guest to arrive and he was going to give them the keys and, show
It
them
looked
around.
so boring. I
It
was
was
like, ew.
terrible. I was like, "Ew, is this his real life? Like this is horrible."
He's like, I just want to stay out here. Stay out there by yourself, buddy, because this is just a bachelor pad and I would want no parts. He's like, you could live here for a few weeks. No,
And
I
then
couldn't.
commute? No, I couldn't. And this is not even your
No.
house. Let's be real. This is your mom's Airbnb. Let's stop the nonsense. I was like,
She's like, there's nothing you cannot do. I was like, good
"Oh
Lord,
God, the way she was sweating
please.
him, like, stop this. Stop this, ma'am." And her son, her other kid was sitting right there and she's like, "Nick is the most perfect, precious, beautiful child." I was like,
I
"Ma'am,
know. The other
ma'am."
one was like, hello, I'm here.
He was like,
Hello.
"Should I still be here?"
It's like, I'm just gonna leave. Exit stage right.
Just gonna see myself out.
Right.
But yeah, I definitely the meltdown was crazy and it just solidified that they definitely were not a match and that she's got some work to do on herself and that hair because baby,
Oh,
how are you a whole
oh,
hairstylist? And
oh, listen.
it's
I
like
didn't know if it was a wig, a weave, tracks. I didn't know what was
I mean
happening. A
no,
nest.
it was crazy. I couldn't explain the dimensions of what all was happening up there.
No, I don't understand. There was a lot going on there, and I still don't know what it is. I don't know
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah,
I
bless her
couldn't
heart.
tell.
Bless her heart. Between
Poor
the
baby.
Yeah. So she's gonna come back. I was like, you know what? My girl Annie's gonna come back to the reunion with like a just stank bob, like a just and prove all of us wrong and be like, oh, you didn't think I could style hair? Like, look at this.
Mm.
I could cut, I could cut some stuff with this bob.
Don't bank on that one. Don't bank on that one at
I'm
all.
like,
I don't think
please, please,
so.
please. I
No,
love the reunion makeovers usually. Like they're
I
usually
do
pretty
like
good.
those. I do
Yeah.
like those.
Um,
But I cannot wait to see what's going on happen on this reunion
when
because
I tell
I
you,
need the secrets to come out.
I
I want to
cannot
be
wait.
proved. I want to be proved wrong. I want to be proven completely wrong. I want to have everything I thought. I just want it to blow up in my face, and I
Yes.
want to just be so wrong
Yes, just like
about
turned on its
everything.
head, like, oh, what? Yeah, that's what I want to be like.
Yes.
I
Yes.
think the only preview, did you see the preview for the reunion?
No. I think I avoided it.
It was like 10 seconds or something. It was really short, but they were only showing them talking to Megan about her comment saying maybe I shouldn't be a mom. And she
Oh.
said, yeah, she was like, actually, I have an announcement or I have
Oh
some
wait, I
news.
did see that. I did see
And I was
that.
like, girl, are you pregnant with Mike's
I
baby?
know.
I was like, let it be
Right?
Mike's baby.
Right. I do want to know what that one is.
I was
Unless she
like,
like adopted a child or something.
yeah, maybe, or something. I'm not mad either way. I'm glad to see her moving on in a good direction, but I was like, I was overanalyzing. I went back and watched it again, and I was like, her face is fuller. Yeah, her face is fuller.
Face is
Maybe,
full.
yeah, her cheeks were fuller. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe she's
We
pregnant,
are so terrible.
girl. And I was like, ooh, who's the daddy? Is it Mike? I hope she ran right out of that apartment and called Mike up and was like, you know what? I
I
tried.
feel like Mike, I feel like Mike would have been her person.
I think he would have because she's dated guy. I think she avoided him because he reminded her of her exes. But I feel like
Hmm.
she's dated guys like him who weren't ready for marriage.
Exactly. And she had the new and improved version of what she truly wanted, and she let it just
Yes. She
float
had the
on by.
version of what she wants, showing up saying he's ready for marriage. He can't wait to like combine forces and, you know,
Yes.
do all the stuff they do that they like. They're into wellness. They're both into all this stuff together. I feel like she left her ideal match on the table, and I really want to.
100%.
Yeah. I want her to come back to the reunion saying that she actually went back and dated Mike and now they're pregnant. And that's what I want for Megan in
I
her
think
heart.
that definitely would have been her perfect match. I kid you not. Like, and I thought he was a little cocky, but that's what she needs.
That's
Like,
what she
who
needs.
doesn't want a little bit of a cocky guy? Like, come on.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
she
a
needs a
little
man who
edge.
right, has a little edge who's gonna stand up to her. I mean, like she's a boss,
Right, right,
obviously.
right.
So
And
she
she
can't
wanted to be softer. She wanted to have that, you
she wanted
know?
to rest in her pink, I think.
Yeah. And I think
Yeah.
that she was very willing and open to not really care about the money because she had all the money and it wasn't making her happy. So she just wanted to share the money and be
Mm-hmm.
happy with someone.
But
So
that
I
is
hope she finds
so
it.
hard because that's so hard for a woman to do is to share your life. If you are a woman who has wealth and you are unabashedly enjoying that wealth, you're not
Yeah.
lowering your standards for people around you, it is
Hmm.
hard to date. I literally
Sure, it's
can't
lonely.
I, I, I don't want nothing to do with singlehood because, you know, God, I had
After
people,
watching this,
yes, and also I mean, I remember like I had people struggling to handle my profession when I was still a broke resident, and they were
right?
you were there, and I was like, "Oh God,
Listen,
I can only
we
imagine."
we had trouble struggling with people understanding that we had our own lunch money and we didn't need them.
Period.
Okay?
Didn't need
Period.
you. Had a job,
No.
boo. Mm-mm.
Right.
Okay?
No. No, they
So,
didn't want anything to do with us because we weren't groveling and begging and we didn't need anything. That's
no.
a scary place to be in
I feel
for
like
a man.
for a man and how society teaches them, that is an
Yes.
uncomfortable place to be. And it takes a rare man who can grapple with those feelings and
Hmm.
put them to the side because they're all going to struggle with it. There's not a
Right.
man on earth who's not going to struggle with it unless he's a
Right.
slug and a piece of lazy garbage. But
Unless he wants his sugar mama.
there you go. But like the kind of man she's going to want, not a
But she
sugar
doesn't want to.
baby.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's going to struggle with it, but he's got to be able to be like, okay,
Right.
refocus. We're a
Hmm.
team and put it away.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
We'll see what happens, right?
we'll see, girl. I'm excited. I mean, this is gonna be appointment television for me. I'm gonna tell these kids to get out of my face. I got
I
TV to watch.
know. I know. 100%. I think I'm actually gonna watch this like real time. I'm
Like
not
real
gonna wait.
time. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait. I'm
Yes.
not gonna like watch it the next day. Like this is an appointment I'm having.
Right.
Hmm.
100%.
All right. Well, maybe we'll reconvene for the reunion wrap up.
Ooh, that'll be spicy.
Look at you becoming a professional podcaster.
Oh my gosh. Girl, this was fun though. This was a
I
lot of fun.
know. I was like,
I
you
mean,
had
this is just
fun.
like our daily conversations though, but
Like on video. And then I'm gonna
we
just
were a
like,
little bit more focused this time though.
yes, because I feel like we would have also talked about 25 other things
100%,
and then
100%.
meandered back to the Love is Blind, but I kept us on task. I kept us
We
on
got it.
task. Yes.
We did it. We
Yes.
did it.
Yeah,
We
we
did
did
it.
it. All right, friend. Well, I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. So,
Exactly. I'll talk to you in about 10 hours.
right. Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.